Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the New York Mets going up against the Colorado Rockies. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
Man, it's been fun so far, Boog, that's for sure. After splitting the first two, Game 3 takes on even more meaning than usual. You don't want to be the team that drops this one and then be faced with having to win 2 games in a row in order to take the series. That's tough.
And the pressure on the starting pitchers is big in this one. Each of them is being counted on to come through with a quality performance, hoping to save some of that bullpen for really critical games coming up. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Steve Rogers up now for the Mets. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
Come on now, Rip.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. He circles the bases. He's up to 3 home runs in the series, and they add a run. It's 4-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Steve Rogers.
Batting in the cleanup spot today, but you could easily see him in the 2-hole and even sometimes leading off.
The wind of the pitch. And ball 1. And the right-hander deals. And there's a foul ball.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Popped up. Chisholm under it. Puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away.
The center fielder, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Jazz Chisholm now.
Now batting, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm.
And the pitch. Out to short. Rogers picks it up. Fires over to first. And that is that. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Mets 4 and the Rockies 3. Digging in, Steve Rogers. He's already homered here in this one. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they boost their lead. It's 5-3.
He dropped the barrel right there. Got a fastball down at the knees where he'd prefer it. So many times now guys are having to adjust to the elevated fastball. So I'm sure his eyes got big when he saw that one coming.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. He's 0 for 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
0-2 now. Ripped to short, and there's a hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I'm amazed at his ability to pull his hands inside and actually square that baseball off. That pitch was off the plate.
Fires to second for 1. Relay to first, double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Base is empty with 2 away. Jazz Chisholm now at the plate.
Colorado, the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm.
On the ground to the left. Rogers handles the chance. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. On to the 7th now in game 3. And we're all even at 6 apiece. And the batter will be the shortstop, Steve Rogers. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport.
Steve Rogers.
Better fries, got me one time. Let's go. Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Clearly didn't want to mess with them right there, so I think it makes sense to play the numbers game in this spot.
So digging in, Cody Bellinger, 1 for 3. Game tied, series tied. This could be a turning point in this series if he can deliver.
Indeed, if he comes through with a hit here, it's going to change the entire approach that they can take against their opponent.
2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Out to short, Bichette collects it. They get the force. That ends the frame. 2 left for the Mets. Score remains tied, 6 apiece. So 2 down, and now here is Steve Rogers. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Here's a high fly ball out to center. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Rockies now lead the series 2-1 following this pivotal Game 3 win at home.
Game 3s are very critical when you have a series tied at 1-1 because you put yourself up. Anytime you go down, you're always chasing. When you're up in the series, you feel like you're in the driver's seat. Nice win today.
Final score here today, 10-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.